Hey YouTube, what's going on, and welcome back to Cairo and his things. Today we're going to be looking at pocket knives. I've received a couple comments recently asking for a video that involves them, so just wanted to provide you guys something with what you're asking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at the top 3 pocket knives that I find myself carrying. So let's go with number 1 here, my most carried, my most used pocket knife. I've made a video on this previously, and it's going to be the ZT-0200. This thing's a beast. This is back from when Ken Onion was part of ZT, Kershaw. He designed this knife. He designed some really great ones. He designed the 0300 series, the 0350, quite a bit of handle length there. We've got a pretty long blade. I like big knives. Short pocket clip on it. Not my favorite pocket clip. I like a deep carry pocket clip. You'll see this kind of dips in, and then so that much sticks out of your pocket. I'd prefer pretty much none sticking on my pocket, but that's what you're working with unless you go with a third-party pocket clip. We've got a liner lock, okay, and then inside we've got stainless steel liners. If you can see in there, they do have some holes in there. I believe it's called skeletonized or something like that. Helps bring down the weight a little bit, but this does have that extra oomph to it, a little bit of extra durability there. We've got texture G10 on the scales. Pretty nice design here. Feels good to grip. This is definitely something that you could be out in the field with. You could definitely, I believe this was designed for military. I feel that you could be confident taking this overseas with you, and it's going to last you for sure. And I mean, I know because I've put this thing to use. I mean, even the black finish that they put on this, usually black finishes don't hold up well at all. This thing has held up. I put this thing through the ringer, and you can't even tell, really. Done a lot of stuff with this. I personally love the blade shape on this. So what we're working with here is a recurved design. So that's where it goes up and then comes back down for this larger part of the belly here, and then comes to its point. And so what I really like this for is there's a lot of times where I'm cutting something, working out in the yard, whatever, and I can get something right there in the spot where the belly just starts to curve up, and that really allows me to get better cuts in. It feels like every part on this is just beefed up. Like, this thing is meant to be a tank. It's meant to last. This is going to rival something like the Benchmade Adamas, the Cold Steel 8010, stuff like that. I actually have a Cold Steel 8010, but I still choose to use this more than anything else. Really, really love this knife. And another thing too is, like the Opinel Rat series, this is easy to disassemble. It's easy to clean. It's easy to maintenance. It's easy to reassemble. I really like something that, that you can actually take apart and take care of. When I get something that's automatic or whatever, I don't want to take that apart. So this, for me, this is my number 1 carried knife. Love this thing. Kind of a big, heavy blade, so you really got to flick it, but it does come out pretty swift, pretty nice. Love this thing. And it's discontinued, unfortunately. Next up is not exactly a pocket knife, but it is a multi-tool. So usually for me, I'm carrying one or the other. So if I've got this on me, I'm probably not carrying a pocket knife on me that day. So this is the Leatherman Signal. Comes with a combo blade built in. It does have a lock, so you got to press on that lock. It's also got a saw right here. We've got a hammer on the back. I mean, it's got a lot of things. It's got pliers. We've got a bit in here so you could swap this between the Phillips side and the flathead size. You got bottle head, or a bottle opener and a can opener, a whistle, a sharpener. I mean, there's a number of things in here, and this also has lock releases on the back right there. Really like this Leatherman. Love the way that it looks. Just overall, really nice quality. I carry this quite a bit when I go to carry a multi-tool. And then finally, something a little bit different. I don't always want to carry a modern knife, so sometimes I carry this case traditional knife. So this is a 2-blade. So we have a standard blade here, but then on the second blade, forget what this kind's called right here, but you'll see it's shaped a bit differently. I do use this thing, probably need to clean it up a little bit. It is pretty much inferior to a modern knife in just about every way. I mean, there's no pocket clip. You're not really going to be disassembling this. The blade is much smaller. There's no lock. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why you should carry a modern blade. But when I carry this, it just feels like art. Feels good. I really just appreciate using it. And so, yeah, I really like carrying this. And I've gone through a number of really nice traditional knives, GEC and a few different brands, but I just kept coming back to this one. So I ended up selling the other ones or trading them. And this is the traditional knife I pretty much always use when I use one. Just really love this case knife right here. So that is my 3, based on popular request, of my most carried knives. The ZTO 200, discontinued, the Leatherman Signal, and the Case 6254 CV. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great week.